This is the Negro Ninja, and today I'm going to talk about hoes and hints. Okay, hoes and hints. Bitches just basically suck at communicating, so they'll throw out hints half the time. Now, it would be cool if they was good at communicating. Okay, however, lots of whores are just simply awkward. Okay, and they're just clumsy with what they're doing. All right, because if they were so good at communicating, the point of a hint should be for something that only you two know. Okay, and it should basically just shield you from cop blocking because nobody else is catching this except for you and her. Okay, but all I get from this is the hoe just ain't trying hard enough. Okay, because if she really wanted you to get the hint, she'll walk up there and just basically spell it out to you if you didn't get it the first time. Okay, now once again, let the shoe be on the other foot. And let a dude want something so bad that instead of him trying to get it, he just go throw out a hint. See what people say to a dude like that? They're going to say you're an idiot. They're going to wonder about your sexuality. They're going to tell you that you're feminine. Okay. So it's just not acceptable. Okay, this is basically giving hoes a safe haven to be a coward. Okay, because remember, if a chick really wants something to be done, okay, there's not going to be no confusion. Okay, that's just not how it's going to happen. So to me, once again, that communicates that you want it, but you don't want it bad enough. Okay, bitch, if you give me a hint that I can't understand, you don't want this penis that damn bad. All right. So I'm supposed to play a Reddit to where bitches are talking about hints that guys commonly miss.
Women of Reddit, what's a common hint that men don't pick up on? This thread just makes me aware that I'm not missing any subtle hints. The ladies around me just aren't interested. If I ask you a personal question, I'd probably want you to ask me the same thing. There was a guy in college that I...
Hold on. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I just heard with that. If I ask you a personal question, that means I want you to ask me the same thing. First of all, that with as much bullshit as hoes do, why would she think that would be the first thought that come to a nigga mind when she say something about a personal question? Because half the time when you're talking to hoes, and like I said, I think it just depends on how awkward she is or whatever. Because hoes will ask me stuff, and then when you ask them something, they'll be like, are you the FBI? You're asking so many questions. Right after she asks you the same question. You know, but once again, it could just be that power struggle thing I'm talking about. Okay. To where the chick thinks you're hot, but she's just awkward, but she don't want you to know she's awkward. So she want to play a little game like that. Let's listen to this one.
Like for a good year, we had dinner together after class 2 or 3 times a week. Just the two of us. I tried to drop hints all the time, complimenting him and such. Then Valentine's Day comes around and I...
Complimenting him and such. What the fuck is a compliment? Okay, now, haven't you heard bitches say this over the years? It's just a compliment. Now this guy thinks I like him. Okay. I just said hi. The guy thinks I like him. I'm just being nice. The guy thinks I like him. Okay, so what they... Anyway.
Ask in advance if he wants to get dinner that day. He immediately says yes and suggests we go somewhere different. Since we usually ate at the same place all the time, I eagerly agreed. We meet there and it's all decorated for Valentine's and he apparently had no idea it was Valentine's Day. I said I guess you're my Valentine's this year then. Lucky me. And he turned bright red. It never worked out and I got over him a bit after Valentine's. Then about a year later we are talking and I bring up how I had the hugest crush on him, like a fun memory. And he goes absolutely bug-eyed, surprised. He is rapid-firing questions to dissect how he could have known. After about 50 questions, a look on his face made it clear it had finally dawned on him. After that, I learned just say it. I like you. Can I buy you dinner sometime? Is the tried and true way, for me, at least.
Oh my gosh, a whore had a revelation in front of my eyes. I cannot believe this shit here. Okay, she gets it. She realized the error of her ways. How the fuck do you supposed to know? That's how Me Too happened. Niggas thought that they was doing something. Okay, and apparently the bitch wasn't in there, was not on the same wavelength. Okay, it's just like she said. This is a female herself saying it. Okay, just say it. Like I said, if a woman like you, like I'm talking about with the approach thing, if you see me first and you clearly take a fancy to me, why should you have to signal for me to come over there to you? Unless it absolutely makes sense to where you can't move or something. Okay, it don't make any sense.
Sorry to answer as a man, but one time a girl I was hanging out with in college invited me into her room after a long night of heavy drinking with friends. She said she wanted to take a nap but would like me to join her.
And this is how lawsuits happen. That's the stuff I'm talking about. So a dude is supposed to just know when to do something. But at the same time, she could easily turn it around and say, oh, this is rape.
And I napped pretty hard. Fast forward a few years, I randomly remember that day and suddenly realized that she didn't want to take a nap. How could I have been so dense?
And hoes are so retarded. This is why I say that women are professional gaslighters. They so good at gaslighting that they get the man to gaslight himself. Like I said a while back. Okay, hoes don't do no thinking. Okay, men do all the thinking for them.
I have a girlfriend, so maybe this is why I did not pick up the hint, but I have always been bad picking up hints. At family football watching party, me, just chit-chatting with everyone. Girl, OMG you are SOOO funny, laughing a lot. Me, say thank you and keep on talking. Girl, slowly moves closer to me. Me, oblivious to the situation. Girlfriend, hey, why don't we go grab a drink in the kitchen? Girlfriend, you know she was hitting on you, right? Me, no, I was just happy someone actually found me funny.
Once again, okay, and like I said, they plan. Like they'll try to bait you into something. That's how they act, and then get mad when niggas either ignore the hint or just don't get it. If you act like you full of shit, okay, then people naturally treat you like you full of shit. Whether you notice or not. Like I said, if hoes move better, they wouldn't even have to worry about a dude not comprehending some hints. Let's continue.
Want to have something to drink inside after a date? Guy, no, I'm good. Girl, are you sure? Guy, yeah. A coffee at this hour? Oh good heavens no, I'd never be able to get to sleep. Dating in your 30s. If you come home and she's wearing lingerie, that might mean she wants to have sex.
Like I said, so many games with hoes. Okay, like I said, a hoe would get in a bed with a dude and don't want to fuck. So this is not, like I said, they need to have threads telling women how to be less awkward is basically what I'm trying to get across.
When you see that she has dressed up for you, be dramatic about how much you appreciate it.
Okay, and this right here just pretty much tells you that you really have to be dysfunctional. Okay, to basically have steady shit going on with these hoes. Okay, like I said, dysfunctional dudes can tell you everything, bruh. Like dudes always trying to tell you, she was giving you a hit. How will he know? Because he's fucking dysfunctional as she is. Okay, it's just that simple. Bitch, when you speak to me, you're gonna have to speak sense. I don't know sense. I don't know stupidity, ma'am. Thank you.
Was playing video games. Husband watching. I quit. Saying I'm going upstairs to play with myself. Cue me coming downstairs a couple hours later and asked him why he didn't join. He said he thought I was going to take a nap. I asked him what part of I'm going to play with myself sounds like nap time.
And like I said, it's just like, the relationship between man and bitch. Okay, it's more or less like the relationship between, they say like God and the church and all this stuff. But, if you want the Holy Spirit in you, you have to not only ask for the Holy Spirit, you have to accept it into you. You don't throw hints to the Holy Spirit. Let me just sit here and God sees I need help. Let me just hint that he, should, give me that help that I want so bad. All right, I'm in the lion's den. Let me just look at God. Okay, bet you should have been praying. Okay.
It It's been over 10 years and my clueless husband still doesn't understand flirting. Does he know you're married? I've straight up told a man that I wanted his and he still wasn't sure I really wanted sex. On the other side, I've told a man I'd call the cops if he didn't leave me be and ended having to call the cops. For all those curious, these were two separate men. The first guy was into me since he was my boyfriend at the time. He didn't think I was serious even though I was literally on top of him in my undies.
Okay, but once again, she's not telling the story before that. Like I said, when you constantly walk around acting full of shit, okay, that just subconsciously make people treat you that way. It's the truth. Okay, because I'm not gonna lie to you, there have been times when chicks threw the shit at me, and I just be like, you know what, it's a defense mechanism. Because I know for a fact when they make it too easy, it's a motive behind that shit. They either trying to make a dude jealous, or they trying to do something to get you in trouble, or like you just don't know. They're trying to turn you against somebody, put you against another person. Like that's just a defense mechanism for me. I say that hoes just have to move differently. You know, like I said, if they naturally walked around like they have since, you know, if double talk didn't exist, stuff like this would happen less. So they really did this to themselves, to be honest with you.
My pajamas, strappy, silky or barely there. I'm not really ready to sleep. Socks, long pants, long sleeved shirt. I'm tired. Cuddle me. I might snore. 19. 5 years of marriage. You'll get it one day.
No, bitch. You gonna get it one day. Okay, once again, you in a 5-year marriage and you don't tell this nigga how you roll. That's some shit that you sit down and talk to your husband about. Okay, like the bitch that was just talking about 10 years of marriage and the husband don't get him. 10 years of marriage and you still retarded as you was before you got married. Okay. Like I said, these bitches are really incels. They just like respected incels when you really stop to think about it. But that shit crazy. You gotta sit down. Like it's some women that might not like the way I talk to them. Okay, because they sensitive, and I don't be saying nothing mean. Just be having the typical bluntness that I do on my video. I don't necessarily call them a bitch sometimes. I'll just say something and it's just in a blunt manner. Nothing bad or whatever, but it just be too much for her. That's you know, because hoes are weak. And then I'm like, so what's the issue? Talk to me nicer. And that makes sense. They communicate like this. I'm like, yeah, but you know, just don't talk to me in that way. You know, just say it like this. Basically saying how to rub her, which is okay. Okay, as long as they do it in a respectable manner. So you telling me a bitch married that long can't do that to her husband to say, when I do this, I want this. When I do that, I want that. That wouldn't be stupid then, because he has what you call that stuff that they be having on the map for the symbols, a legend or something.
Nothing specific, but I was flirted with and went on 2 dates in college without even realizing she was flirting or that those were dates. I missed every single hint. The full story is that she was directing a short college play I was in and said after the play that we should hang out as a cast more. I take part in more plays and
this also proves that men and women can't be friends.
She compliments me on my outfits. Later she messages me on Facebook asking me out to coffee, hot chocolate, and we roam around campus after that for a while, before hugging and me leaving via bus. In my defense, I just thought she liked to hug people, so I didn't pick up on that. Then she asked me out again to coffee and we sat down and chatted for a bit. Then this happened. Her, hey, I have something to tell you. Me, did you murder someone? Then she told me she liked me and that these had been dates and flirting. I was flabbergasted but said I'd be her boyfriend, but broke it off a day later saying I wasn't ready for a relationship, which was true. We're still friends to this day and send memes to each other and hang out at her place and play games.
Okay, now she actually did the right thing after being awkward. Okay. You know, so that's the second woman in this thread that have actually done something correct, but the dude just didn't want a girlfriend. Okay, and that's okay. Okay, because dudes tell women that they like them all the time and she don't want to be with that nigga. So that's not bad either.
And often we make jokes about that incident and how oblivious it was. So in a way it was a happy ending. Guy here, but my experience went like this once. Her, what are your plans after work Friday? Me, probably watch Terminator 2 and microwave a Hot Pocket. Her, that sounds awesome. Mind if I join? Me, sure, but I only have one Hot Pocket. Her, that's okay. Me in my mind. Wow, she really likes Terminator 2 and half a Hot Pocket. That's cool. I hope she's okay with the ham Hot Pockets. God, Terminator 2 is like the perfect movie. Always takes it up a notch every scene. Continue to play the entire Terminator 2 movie in my head.
Okay, and once again, in many ways, this also shows, how women just figure, I don't give anybody just my time. Okay, it's just showing their hubris, If a woman gives you her time, that means she like you. Bitch, how he supposed to know that? Okay, now nobody be walking around thinking about shit like this 24/7. Men have their mind on stuff. And like I said, knowing is half the battle. But guess what? If you want somebody to know, you fucking tell them. So therefore, if a man, like I said, the more work you do, the less work, the less, like, why would you want to work that hard? Like I said, stuff should just come to you. Like, shit come to her. She don't be thinking about shit. Niggas come up to her just bearing gifts. So like I said, it's unacceptable. So she misses out by being the way she is. Okay. And since this video getting long, that's all I got to say. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.